DWI's here to fucking stay, and you motherfuckers better love it. Billy Jack, 2024, President. Welcome to DWI, episode 7. Thank you guys for coming back. Listen, we appreciate the love you guys are showing out there. We appreciate the comments. We appreciate you guys showing and all the feedback that we're getting. Fellas, let's get right into it. Right. We're your host. That's Wax. That's Duve. I'm Ellie. We make DWI. Let's get into it. Fellas, Jada Pinkett Smith. How do you guys feel about her? Like the family, everything. Like, you know, she's been in the headlines for a long time since the slap incident that was heard all around the world. Right. So, like, Duve, I'm going to start with you. How do you feel about Jada Pinkett Smith right now?
Man, I'm sick of Jada's ass, man. Like, she goes out of her way to shit on Will. It's like, come on, what are you doing? Like, now, what was this whole facade y'all been going on? Now you wasn't married since 2016. Well, why we keep seeing y'all together? Right. And why you gonna drag this nigga up there and got him looking stupid every chance you get? Why even drag him to this punk ass red carpet? Which is funny to me, like the fact that anybody would even listen to y'all in the first place. Like, y'all gotta stop listening to these celebrities, man, like acting like they know everything. Cause they live in this bubble where no one tells them
what's right or what's wrong.
Right. And no one tells them what the real world is like.
Bunch of yes men and women.
Right. So as far as Jada, like, man, I'm starting to think she set Kane up. Like, she set Kane, she set Pernell up.
Wait, you talking about all minutes?
Yeah, she had Ronnie. Every character she had, I'm like, this bitch she set Kane up to get killed. She set Ron up. I think she set them bitches up on second arm. She's the only one that got away.
What about that old man that was pulling up? Like, you let me know what's going on after the fact.
Nate.
The dude off Night Court.
Mac.
Yeah, Mac.
But his name was Nate on there. Yeah, right. She knew what she was doing with Nate.
Hell yeah.
She set all of them niggas up, man. She's a low down, dirty, shame ass bitch.
I'm tired of hearing about all of this mess, man. Like, straight up and down. I'm tired of the Smiths. I'm tired of Will looking like a chump.
Right.
I'm tired of like this table talk that she has going on. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of your weird kids. Right. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all you could put all the blame on me. Right. I'm fed up with this.
They ain't kids no more. They grown now.
Yeah, they're adults.
Listen, this is madness.
And
all of this.
The only normal one is the one that didn't grow up with them.
Hell yeah, Trey.
Yeah, Trey's probably normal, got him a nice little life, probably a couple bitches.
He's like, I ain't with them. I ain't here. He was like off of the wash and shit. I ain't here.
Because, like, we've been hearing about them for, what, the last 20 years, like, as a couple. Like, all kinds of, like, rumors of them, you know, having three-ways and all that other extra shit. Just cheating.
I was going to say, shit, they was fucking around before the fuck around.
Right. But, you know, I'm just sick of it, man. Like, this is not an example we should be following or even paying attention to, even though every time there's something on the news, I'm tuned in. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, at this point, just get divorced and live your lives. Like, whatever you want to do, go do what you want to do. But, like, stop parading each other out there like you love each other when clearly she don't give two shits about Will or his anything he got going on, and he over slapping people over some shit.
That's what I was just getting ready to ask you.
Like, you look crazy.
Yeah,
and that slap. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you
go
off.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, every time she's in the news, she's always talking about Pac being her soulmate and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
she bringing it up like it's a war ceremony.
Right.
Like, first of all, I'd like to give honor to Pac for being my love, my savior, everything that I'm sorry.
You know,
if Will just sitting there looking stupid.
If that was what you was into, you know what I mean, like a thug ass nigga, and then you get with like the corny guy of hip hop, like, you know.
I mean, Will could be her suggestive silver medal. I mean, Everybody's somebody's silver medal.
She treating him like a bronze, though.
Right.
And it is Will Smith, and he has done some profound things. He was the Fresh Prince, for Christ's sakes.
Right. He was one of my role models growing
Definitely.
up.
So we ain't going to just shit on him.
Right.
But at the same time, because we're not here for that. This is a whole different show if you want to take a deuce on somebody. But at the same time, let's recognize it what it is.
Exactly. And
Just a bunch of...
sick of seeing it, man.
Yeah.
It's hurting my feelings. You know what I mean?
Right.
To see this dude get played out like that in front of the world.
Right, because Will's one of our all-stars, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now we're looking at him just reduced to just being this shell of a man. Like, man, it's like, man, Will.
Cuck.
Yeah, like, Will, be a man.
Shit.
Right. Listen, I'm fed up, y'all. I'm tired of seeing this shit because, like, it just hurts my feelings every time they're in the news. It's nothing good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's drama. It's all kind of extra bullshit.
It puts me in this... in the mind state of a cross reference from one of my favorite shows, Eastbound and Down.
Right.
Where my man Kenny Powers said, "Here I am thinking that you're a whore with a heart of gold."
Oh, yeah.
But then come to find out you're just a regular whore with a regular whore's heart.
Bingo.
Like he put her on this pedestal, and then
Right.
like when all the smoke clears, it's just like, damn, I thought you. And I was gonna ask you, there was talk about Chris Rock actually, was trying to date Jada.
Right, trying to holler at her.
Yeah, back in 2016, I want to say, because he heard that her and Will was getting a divorce.
And this was right when he was getting his divorce. So, like, I don't blame him for that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
he had got divorced in, 15?
something like that, but he was still freshly divorced. He was
Right.
still on the market. Like, look, I'm trying to get me something.
Right.
And Jada, let's not front like Jada wasn't fine as hell. Like, she ain't fine because she's still fine.
Yeah, she was
It
it.
doesn't take away from her fineness.
Right.
There was only like 3 black women that everybody talked about. You know,
Right,
She was one of them.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
And please allow me to retort.
Who else? Who else was it?
No, I'm saying I'm gonna expound on Jada's fineness.
Oh,
Jada was like a peach cobbler with peach iced tea, with peach iced tea, Southern peach iced tea.
Right.
She was soft. Jada was one of those.
Jada was one of the ones.
Yes.
So,
She was
you know
like,
what I
man,
mean?
if I get me a Jada Pinkett, I get this paper right. I'm set for life.
But
So we held her to high standards.
right. But then she linked that with Will, and then we ain't seen much from Jada because like when's the last time you heard somebody say I'm about to go see that new Jada Pinkett movie?
Right.
No one's ever said that ever in life.
I mean, they said it with her in it, but like,
Not because she was in it.
no.
nobody ever
There
said
was
her
a
name.
supporting cast.
It was like,
Just
let me
the
go
movie.
see
Yeah.
this new, you know what I mean?
Whatever,
Right.
with her in it.
Right.
Exactly.
But
So-
not because she was the star of the shit.
Okay, well, let me ask both of y'all this. Wax, I'm going to start with you, and then I'm going to come back to you, dude. Do you feel like when Chris Rock did pose the question, like, hey, can we date, that Will Smith caught wind of it, and then that could have been a reaction years later with the slap?
It was definitely get back. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You try to disrespect me, even if we did break up. You know what I mean? You're trying to scoop my broad, and you know we're married. You know what
But-
I mean? Or even if it's like coming to an end.
Now, that comes back to how long is that girl off the menu or that gentleman off the menu before you're able to date her?
Right. That depends on
How close
or
the
like
individual
everybody's.
That depends on how close Will and Chris Rock were.
Right.
Because
And
like
that's- yeah.
Like if they're good friends, then she's not on the menu. But if
Ever.
they're just like, I don't know her. I don't know him that good. I don't know her that good. I just know she's fine, and I'm freshly single. I'm a put my hat in the ring. If Will
Right.
ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing, but. You know what I mean? Like I
Let me ask you this.
nothing wrong.
Do you think Jada looked at it as like a pay cut? Like,
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
like that's where the outburst came from. Because like Chris Rock was still that motherfucker from "I'm gonna get you, sucker." Like, let me get
Yeah.
one rib.
Right. He's
Like
still
he's
Pookie.
still him.
He's still Pookie.
Like Scotty.
No,
hell,
because that was 2016.
it wouldn't matter.
He was, it's still not
no.
Will Smith, but
What
he
he
was
said.
a somebody.
What dude was saying is he still had the stench of Pookie on him. Like Scotty, Scotty, help me. I'm gonna die. Like, he looked into the cameras like, is this what on? Scotty, help me. I'm gonna die. And she's like, oh, shit, that's him? Like, nah, we're still married.
Right.
And then Will catches wind of that, like, man, that's supposed to be my man's and him.
Right.
Because that's a touchy situation.
It definitely, that's your soon-to-be ex-wife.
So for those of y'all that's out there that's on some shit like that, you know, kudos until the motherfuckers find out, and then whatever happens at that point happens.
Right.
She had so many people trying at her. I ain't mad at him. I'd have tried her too. Shit.
That's like when that's like when Kevin Garnett said that Lala Anthony was sweeter than Honey Nut Cheerios.
Right.
He wasn't lying. Do you know how sweet Honey Nut Cheerios are?
I like them.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: horses eat oats,
right?
As a source of energy. Have you ever had oats before? No taste to them. They're Cheerios, oats.
Oh yeah.
They're Cheerios.
Oatmeal.
No taste, but I'm talking about regular oats, circle oats.
Right.
No taste to them.
Okay.
Dip them some bitches in honey and sugar,
and
see how that plays out.
Right.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. That'll be in your cupboard. Honey Nut Cheerios. He said she was sweeter than that, and she is. No disrespect. Damn, Lala sweeter than Honey Nut Cheerios. That wasn't a lie.
Right.
But it's like we hoop, against each other. We talk shit to each other. Like,
right.
You have to go directly for some shit that and I mean, it could be looked at as a compliment or, so like, you want what I got, but you ain't getting it. But who knows anymore? It's 2023. Anything is up for grabs, and everybody is who the fuck they're gonna be. So like,
right.
It is what it is.
If he, I'm sure he had his ear to the ground. I'm sure he heard about their shenanigans going on. He's probably like, hey, I want to be a part of the freak show. Let me be a part of the freak fest. You giving it out to everybody else apparently. Like let me see what's cracking. I ain't that cool with Will, but man, it is what it is. Like Hollywood is full of weirdos in the first place, man.
Right.
They do some weird shit out there. They get out there. I don't know. Regular people get out there and turn just crazy.
I mean, is it a darker force out there that's like, okay, this is what we doing. You gonna do this, or are we coming for you?
I don't know. It might be
probably, but it's not like how they paint it to be. Like it's not like boogeymen out there trying to, you know what I mean?
Right.
It'd be like some of the guys you work with, or some of their handlers.
Who knows?
Approach you and be on some weird shit.
Speaking of weird shit, did y'all see Kevin Gates bring that fan up on stage, and she sat down in a chair? He lifted her head up and then spit directly in her mouth.
I saw that mess.
Listen.
Yeah, I seen that.
Is entertainers going too far? Now, we talked about Mario a couple of weeks ago, and the young lady wanted to get off stage for whatever reason. Right. Kudos. But we're taking it a step beyond that. There's no telling if he ate like a Spam sandwich or had like a potato salad,
right. Or even brushed his teeth at all.
He could have been running around there, eating avocado dip. You know how like exquisite that young brother is, right. Man, with bits of dragon tail in it, and then he spits into this young lady's mouth.
Who was pregnant at the time?
Oh, she was pregnant?
Still pregnant, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Disgusting, man. Like, but
she accepted the spit.
She asked for it, didn't she?
Did she? Yeah. I don't know how it went. I just know
I think so. As soon as you put your head up like this, that's like, look here, go ahead and do what you got to do.
Right. Because I know if I'm a big rock star or somebody that spit, I'm like, whatever, fuck it.
But like, whose idea was it? Was it his? Like, I'm gonna spit in your mouth. So like, that's not
because it ain't no nothing off his back. It's just him spitting. But she's the one that got the ingest the shit.
She's walking around like, I got Kevin Gates' spit in my stomach.
Right.
Me and the baby got it.
The baby.
Does that at that point make it $10,000 spit? Like, does that spit have currency value?
She asked for it. You know what I mean?
She wanted that spit.
Yeah.
So more power to her. I hope she got all the nutrients out of his organic spit.
He's been at all those like exotic places. Like
right.
he goes over to all those. Belize and all of that stuff. So who knows?
Who knows?
He could have ate off the tree of good knowledge. And, that baby might come out like little Einstein.
That
or
tasted like fucking Hennessy, Newports. and a little bit of weed smoke. Like, hey, you ain't fooling me with that madness.
Right.
Like,
So you saying Kevin Gates is a regular cat, man?
Right.
He does regular shit. He was gambling like 10 minutes before that chick came up there.
Probably so. Like
talking big shit.
It was at like his concert, so that nigga was rapping for a while.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know that, like, but whatever floats your boat.
He could have been eating ostrich wings before that happened. I mean, who knows, man? That brother, man, he's wild, man.
That situation is wild.
But Hollywood, you know, it has its advantages, I guess, and its disadvantages.
Right.
Now, I know for me personally, I mean, I could probably do without the fame.
Okay. So, like, you just want the money?
I kind of do, you know, without the notoriety. Like, it's cool to be noticed, but at that, you know, at that point, I'm just like, I want to be laid back. I still want to be able to go out and eat and, you know, be able to chill.
Right. That sounds like fantastic, but I mean, it don't always work out.
Oh, hell no. It don't work like that at all.
Yeah, I would take that. I don't know like, I don't want to be Michael Jackson famous. None of that shit. That's just ridiculous.
Then you'll be talking under quilts like, what are you talking about?
Right, I don't need none of that shit. But I just want enough money to take me a couple trips and buy whatever the fuck I want to buy and be, like you said, be nonchalant. You ain't got to know.
Right.
I ain't gonna be flossing in everybody's hood with all kind of chains and shit on and be looking like a damn steak.
Now at that point you're on the menu.
Right.
Oh, you gonna come over here?
Right.
I feel you. Me, myself, I probably would want the fame for about a week and give it back. But, like, if you can't give it back, then keep that shit.
It's too much scrutiny,
like,
man.
it's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. Like,
The worst shit would be to have the fame and not the money.
Oh,
it just
be
famous. Like, I know you got that money from that damn show you did last week. Like, no, as a matter of fact, I did it pro bono.
Right.
It was free.
Nobody knows what's really going on. But
right. Like, nah, we just won't hold you here.
They just assume you're caked up.
Let's switch it up a bit, fellas. Let's get into the sports aspect of it all.
All right.
We're off this week, but there was a lot of shit that happened over the weekend.
Right.
How did Dion do? Anybody catch wind of that Colorado game? Because I seen the end results and it didn't look pretty. Yeah. And I tuned in earlier and Colorado was up.
Yeah, they was up 29-0 and then dropped the ball. They lost in double overtime.
Who'd they play?
Stanford. They lost to Stanford, who was like, I want to say 1-4.
Oh,
you know
man.
what I mean? So
it was
weren't
trash.
that great. And they let them back in the game and lost in double overtime. So it's like you could tell the pressure's weighing on them a little bit. Like, but like Dude said a couple weeks ago, they need some of the hogs up front. You know what I mean? They're not striking fear in any of these teams. They want to like prove them wrong, especially with his son like flossing on them every time. You know what I'm saying?
Seems like they're a launch pad right now, Colorado.
Pretty much.
For a lot of teams coming in and saying, like, we're playing Colorado, we're not, you know.
Yeah, they circle on everybody's calendar, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's a big game, even if it's not a big game.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Just for the notoriety purpose of it,
Exactly.
and, you know, we got to do big things in this game. You might get noticed.
Right.
Getting an interception.
Right.
That young boy,
Travis.
Yeah, did he come back?
Yeah, I think he came back and played.
Okay. Anybody know how he did?
He did already. He caught him a tug, but like, you know what I'm saying? He came across the middle and got cracked though, like and was slow to get up. I'm like, he might have came back too soon.
Yeah.
I think he finished the game though, but he did get smoked coming across the middle. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that proves the question, like, should he be playing both sides or should he just play on offense or defense?
You said that before.
Yeah, I think we all did. We all pretty much talked about it before, but you know, I would just have him on defense.
Right. Because he's more of a defensive threat.
Right. Or like I said, wherever he's better at, that's probably where I would stick him first. But yeah, I mean, like I said, they're on the menu. Like you've been saying, like they're on the menu. So anybody that sees them on their schedule is on their heels.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, they'll be back. They'll be better. Like I said, they were never gonna go undefeated. So, you know, it is what it is.
Now, how'd y'all do yesterday, Wax? I know y'all played Syracuse.
Oh yeah, we won.
Y'all got that victory?
Yeah, we're still undefeated. I'm rocking with Florida State. How'd Michigan do?
Oh man, we smashed Indiana 52-7. So like, we're doing Michigan football this year.
That's what's up.
In Michigan fashion.
Okay.
So
Y'all better keep it up, though.
we're gonna have to.
I know that much.
We're gonna have to, especially if we plan on going to that national.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Y'all
Riding
gotta
out on nationals.
You got to make it past the playoffs first.
We do, and we got a plan for that.
Okay.
We got a plan for that.
I hope to see you there. You know what I'm saying?
So that lets me know you already gonna be there.
You better believe it.
Okay, well, I'll see you on the other side.
I'm actually going to check Florida State out against Pitt in like, a couple weeks.
Okay,
You know what
well,
I mean?
shit, shout out to Michigan and Florida State for having a fantastic season thus far.
Right.
Still undefeated on both sides. This up and coming Steeler game, we play the Rams coming up. Dude, what you thinking, man?
I don't know, man. Like the Rams, we'll see what they did today. This is before the game. We're taping before the Rams play today, so we'll see. They got the Cardinals, I think, this week.
Okay.
But they're 2-3. So we'll see what we do. I'm not sure because I think Cooper Kupp just came back last week. He had a pretty good game, and so we'll see. Like I don't know. I can't call it with the Steelers. I know for sure our offense is gonna look stupid as hell, like it always does.
Right.
Until this Canadian guy gets the fuck out of there. But hopefully the defense, hopefully TJ can get in there and do his thing.
What about you, Wax? How you feel about this upcoming game?
We got this one. We got it against the Rams. Like, we're building off a nice win against the Ravens. You know what I mean? We had a week off.
We're in LA.
I mean, I think we got it. I think we got it.
It has to be more than a defensive game, though.
Well, for sure.
It can't be a defensive battle, and then we'll see who else wins because they got too many weapons over there.
Yeah, they got a bunch.
So
I mean, like, I think our defense can neutralize a lot of that shit.
Right.
But it has to, go on our offense to put on points on the board.
Do you have faith in Matt Canada to be able to get the job done offensively?
No, but I feel like the rest of the team can get it done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be like anything he does.
I got you. Extra effort from the players.
Right. It's going to have to be. We're on the road.
Any predictions?
I would say I'm going to give us the win, but I'm going to say 24-17.
Okay.
Steelers.
About you, Wax?
17-14 us.
Nice. I think we're going to pound them cats, man. I think defensively we're going to have one of the best games we've had thus far.
All right.
And I think our offense is going to come alive. So I'm going to say 20-3, Pittsburgh.
3? All right.
Yeah. I'm going to only hold them to a field goal.
That'll be the shit.
I don't think Cooper Kupp has enough, energy to be out there coming alive against us. I feel like we're going to beat him down. And I feel like our offense is going to come alive. I feel like they're going to add a lot of wrinkles, putting Jalen Warren up there and letting him get the move and groove.
I hope so.
And then I feel like Najee seeing that, he's going to feel threatened by that.
He should. He should feel threatened.
That might spark an energy in him to where he'll come alive. Is Pat Freiermuth coming back this week?
I think so. I think we're getting everybody back. I think Deontay Johnson's coming back.
I know he's coming back.
And I think Freiermuth is back too.
And that brings me to the question I asked last week. Should he be able to hold that first receiver's position?
Who, Deontay?
Yeah.
I mean, he got it for right now.
But we're doing fine without him.
We're doing all right.
Fine.
We're doing all right. Yeah.
We're managing to win. How about that?
We won a couple.
Do you feel like he would have been that much of an impact?
He might have. I mean, like, it doesn't matter with this Canada guy. So
what about you,
got
Wes?
Randy Moss
The same way. Yeah. Like, as long as we got that bum calling the plays, like, we don't even take a shot down the field. It's all like little crosses and like on the sidelines. Like, we're not even trying to score, it seems like. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I can't. I don't have no faith in Canada, so that's why I'm being generous when I say we're gonna score 24. Because on average, we just don't. We usually score 16 or 17. Like a touchdown, we get a touchdown a game and maybe a couple field goals, maybe 19. I'm being generous. I'm hoping that they can, I mean.
I think they're going to put the 20 ball up there just because it needs to happen.
I hope so.
Canada needs to, really come alive because, like, as of right now, you got people at hockey games screaming, "Fire, man, Canada!"
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I know you've seen it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's Pittsburgh. sports for that ass.
It spilled over into hockey.
It's taking on a life of its own. But like, we're not a stupid fan base. Like some people are, but as you know, what I mean, this area, like we know our damn football, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? We breathe, we eat, sleep, and shit Steeler football. So we know what the fuck we're talking about to a certain extent, and when the rest of us know and the rest of the world can see that this dude's trash, like. I mean, what do you expect everybody to do?
They're using every platform they can.
Any way they can get it out.
Is this live? Is this on the news?
Right.
Hey, fire Matt Canada.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's the hashtag right now.
Wow.
Fire him. Get him out of here. Let's get somebody in there and do a better job, because that's what they're gonna do.
Right.
But they're not gonna fire him. I don't have no faith that they're gonna fire him. Like they would have, if they was gonna fire him, they would have fired him last week.
Even with the win?
Yeah, they would. That's what I'm saying. We won, so they're like, well, that gave them enough plausible deniability to keep him around. That's why, you know, it's like they're not going to fire him. They're not going to fire him after the bye week or before the bye week. Then they're not going to fire him all year. He'll be here all year, and he'll be doing the same goofy shit all year.
And the playoffs is where I'm worried about. We can't have that.
Playoffs? You talking about playoffs? I feel like Jim Irsay,
Right.
whoever the hell that nigga was.
It was the Lions coach.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name neither.
No, it was the Colts.
The Colts. That's it.
Jim Irsay's the owner, but I forget his name.
Jim Moore?
Yeah. Playoffs?
Yeah.
We ain't talking about playoffs. We want to win a game. Like I said, even if we got to the playoffs right now, I don't have faith that they would do anything in there.
Right.
Because just imagine facing Patrick Mahomes. You ain't winning if you scoring 14 points against Patrick Mahomes. You got to put up 30 at least
in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to put up 30 at least to be able to fuck with them.
Because them boys is putting up numbers.
Man, they ain't fucking around.
There's a couple of squads putting numbers up, man, and we're just not on the same level as them offensively.
Right.
Defensively, I feel like we can hold up with some of the best of them. You know what I mean? But you need both to win, and we haven't been putting points on the board, so
I agree.
We rely on our defense to keep us in the game.
Which brings me to my next question. Super Bowl predictions. Now, before I even comment or say anything about this, I need you guys at home to comment, like, subscribe, and share this if you can. Let us know how you feel about, you know, what we've said thus far, and give us your input because it's important. But fellas, I need some NFL Super Bowl picks. Dude, I'm gonna start with you.
I probably got coming out the NFC. I'm going with San Fran. San Fran looks damn near unstoppable these days. We'll see how Brock Purdy, because this is like his first year starting by himself. You know what I mean, all the way through. But he's undefeated. He's undefeated in the regular season. No, I mean Brock Purdy himself is undefeated as a quarterback going back to last year.
Right.
As far as the regular season, so
I got you.
He's like 10 or 11-0. So we'll see. Like they look bad. They look nice, but AFC, it's hard for me to bet against Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to Chiefs. I'm probably going 49ers Chiefs.
That's a realistic thing to say. You know, me, I'm going to keep it unrealistic. I'm always going to put them boys in there. Steelers is going to the Super Bowl, fellas.
You're wilding.
And it might be PA versus PA. Because the way Philly's playing right now, they're still undefeated. Shout out to my little brother Ian. He loves Philadelphia football. And the thing about it is, you know, he grew up in Pittsburgh with the rest of us, but like he just felt like the other side of the other side of Pittsburgh was a better decision for him. And so far it's panning out because the boys is undefeated as well. The young boy Jalen Hurts, man, he's having a fantastic season.
Right. Yeah. I was about to say, I'm going with the Eagles and probably the Chiefs. Like, it's a repeat of last year's Super Bowl.
That's what you feeling?
Yep. I mean, like, it's either them or the Chiefs or Miami so far, in my opinion. But
yeah, I mean, Miami's nice.
Right.
Who knows?
Miami put 70 up on Denver, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
That's crazy.
Miami is looking good, man. Yeah. Tua's looking good out there. And they got a squad. They just traded for they got the boy Claypool now. So
yeah, that's what I heard.
We'll see what he does.
He might have found home.
He might have. They got him for nothing.
Is anybody here worried about Buffalo?
Mm-mm.
Not really.
Buffalo's nice though, but like I don't think they're going to beat one of those two teams.
What about you, dude?
Nah, I don't know. I mean, as far I don't see them. I'm not.
Allen's a juggernaut, man.
He's all right. He's pretty good. I'm not putting him up there with Patrick Mahomes, and I think Cincinnati is going to be something to deal with. I mean, they started out slow, but they started out slow last year. Yeah, and Burrow was hurt. So once Burrow gets back to where he wants to be, he's gonna be a tough out. We got to play them twice.
Nah, I hear
I was about to say, my bad. How many games do you think we'll beat them, or what's the outcome of those two games we play them?
I hope we at least split.
That's what I'm thinking, 1-1.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing Jamar Chase doesn't even want to be there anymore.
Yeah, something like that.
I heard he wanted to trade.
I think I seen something like that too. We'll see.
Listen, I'm worried about Buffalo. Back to my boy, shout out to my boy Justo at work, man. He loves Buffalo, man. You know, he's one of the only cats that, you know, really represent from the area that like Buffalo. But I'm worried about them cats as well.
Yeah.
They always show up.
Fuck Buffalo.
That's what you feeling?
Yeah, fuck them.
Right.
All right.
Right. If it ain't Conway and them.
Yeah.
Right. If it ain't Conway or Griselda minus baby Pampers with the baby Pampers.
There it is.
If it's the other two, Benny the Butcher and Conway, I'm
Conway the Machine. That's my cat,
Buffalo.
man. That's my cat.
But other than that, I'm not a Buffalo Bills fan.
Okay.
They're good though. I mean, like Josh Allen is nice, and Stephon Diggs is a dog.
I mean, they picked us apart for the last 2 years.
We beat them a couple years ago.
I said last 2.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm just going off of what I seen, and they put an emphasis on things every time they come up here or we go down there. It's always it's not a dog fight, but like they let us know that, like, you know, they ain't nothing to be fucked with. Right. Yeah, granted, they got 3 teams in New York: the Giants, the Jets, and Buffalo. So they want to be known as a solidified team coming out of New York.
Yeah, because, you know, the Jets and the Giants kind of stink. So,
well, Jets are stink halfway.
No, they stink. They super stink.
I mean, acquiring Rodgers, everybody thought that they was going to be the next best thing.
And he got hurt
for the year. Yeah. So they stink still.
Like, we'll say it like Rosie Perez did.
You stink, Billy. But yeah, Buffalo's all right, but fuck them. You know what I mean? They bombed on us, what, two years ago, was it?
2 years in a row.
Like, fuck Buffalo.
I forget when we beat them it was like the first game of the year. I forget when that was. Maybe 3 years ago?
We beat them when we went undefeated for like, you know what I'm saying?
That year?
What, 11 now?
Something like
when
that.
It was 2020?
Yeah.
21, I thought that was.
Because he missed the field goal. We was on our fishing trip. You know what I mean? We watched that in Buffalo, actually.
We did.
Right. Now, to switch it up just a tiny bit, we'll stay in the professional sports, but we'll go right over to basketball because basketball season's starting up.
Oh, yeah. Hoops.
Yeah.
Hoop season.
I'm going to direct this towards Wax.
What you got?
Your boy, Bron.
Okay.
Do you think he got another season in him?
Yeah, he got another season. I mean, he'll probably be all right. You know what I mean? But
I don't mean is he going to play. I mean, we all know he's going to play, but do you think he's going to be an impact?
Is he going to produce?
Correct.
Yes, I think so. He hasn't showed us anything else, but I'm going to score the rock. You know what I mean? The last couple of years, he'll be all right.
What about you, dude?
Yeah, I think Bron he's not human. Like, he's an alien. Like, he's still able to be an impact player. It's just he can't do it as much as he used
consistently.
Right. He can't do it as much. He can't take over the game like he used to. That's why you need Anthony Davis to act like he got some nuts and play like he's supposed to.
Right.
But I think LeBron still got it. He still got it in him.
That goes back to asking, was it ever a situation where Anthony Davis had to wear it on his shoulders? Like, was he ever in those big game situations where it insisted on he play well and LeBron plays well and we come out with the victory?
Yeah.
Was it ever up to Anthony Davis to have a fantastic game for Bron to come out with that?
It's always up to Anthony Davis. Like when they won in the bubble, Anthony Davis played great.
Right.
They wouldn't have won that without Anthony Davis playing the way he did. And then last year he played decent in the playoffs. Not against the Nuggets. But
Denver took the broom out to him.
Yeah, Denver beat that ass.
Yeah.
But Denver was just a better team.
Yeah.
And once again, your boy Jokic. All right, I'm done. I had to say it. For those of y'all that don't know, Jokic lives with dude in the wintertime because it's colder over where he comes from than it is in dude's backyard.
Jokic is nice, man. Everybody can't deny that shit.
I am Jokic.
So what do y'all like? They did the top 10 rankings. Like they did the top 10 rankings. What y'all think of the rankings? I'll read them off to you and shit. They got Anthony Davis number 10.
Okay.
They got LeBron number 9. This is the ESPN rankings, by the way. They got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at number 8. He moved up 40 spots from last year. Yes, he did. He balled out last year. They got Kevin Durant number 7. Jason Tatum's number 6. Steph Curry's number 5 still. Luka is number 4. Joel Embiid at 3. Nikola Jokic at 2. Who you think number 1 is?
I thought it was going to be Morant after he done with them shenanigans.
What you think, Wax? Who's missing?
I was about to say I thought it was that tall dude from damn, check that. I don't know, who is it?
It's Giannis. They got Giannis at number 1.
They would have it. Your phone knew that it was going to be Giannis because of that whole Milwaukee trade acquiring Lillard.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like I told you, y'all was acting like he was like some random nigga. Like the nigga's the shit.
I mean, he is until he plays somebody that's better.
Who's better?
My boy from the Spurs, Wemby.
No, he's not.
Wemby Makumba.
He's not better.
He had a fantastic game the other day.
Yeah, it's preseason.
I mean, all right, how do y'all feel about him? I'll go first. I think that as long as he stays healthy and puts a little bit of weight on, he's going to be a problem. Maybe even a Hall of Famer. I feel like what the Spurs normally do with players like that is they build around them.
Okay.
So if we acquire a good point guard, shooting guard, somebody that can play interchangeable 3 and 4, I think we'll have a well-rounded team with him being the guy that it's all about technically. You know, they drafted well. They got him in the league. He's 7'4". He shoots like a guard, dribbles like a point guard, and he has finesse.
I think he's 7'7" or some shit like that. Ain't
crazy.
I want to say he's 7'4".
You better put some weight on, cause that nigga's gonna end up like Greg Oden.
He
Keep
definitely-
fucking around.
Don't be putting that. Don't you put that on us, Ricky Bobby.
You better start drinking milk or some shit, cause that nigga's skinny. He has finesse, but you know, one bump into him and he might break his damn ankles.
I feel like he's gonna be all right because the young boy, man, he's very agile. Not to mention he's from overseas, and them brothers is built a little bit different.
And at that height that he is, and like, yeah, you're right, he's 7'4".
That's my squad, man. Shout out to the San Antonio Spurs for making sure that they get the number 1 draft pick.
By stinking up the damn joint
I was about to say,
the
about being
last 5
the
years.
worst team.
Bruh, it was the first time in 27 years that we had anything like that happen, so don't even go there. We are the most highly favored tenured team in the NBA as of right now. So please, fellas, don't have me go crazy on y'all.
Behind the Lakers and the Celtics.
Right.
Man, that's old school.
Come on, man.
That's old news. I'm talking about the last 27 years before that little 3-year span where we weren't
You hear
good.
this, man? You hear this, man?
Look it up.
Listen, man, y'all.
Pop hasn't missed a playoff appearance in 26 years.
Was he in the playoffs last year?
No, he wasn't. That's why we were able to get that draft pick.
That's all that matters.
Here you go, dog. I'm just saying, look it up. Fact check us.
Man, I thought we was gonna get him too. Of Portland, I thought we was getting him.
Now, had y'all got him,
Watching that draft, I'm like, we got Scoot. Scoot Henderson is nice. He's gonna be nice, y'all. Y'all better listen.
Now-
Start watching. Scoot Henderson is nice.
when you say we, which we are you talking about?
Portland is always we, but,
Okay.
but Milwaukee is
Yeah.
still we light. It's diet we.
We-esque.
Right.
The esque of we.
Right. It's us.
Right.
Having 2 teams. That shit ain't fair.
That's
That
what
is
he's
not
doing.
fair.
He's calling it.
Well, what you got to say about it? You going
I don't
rock?
like it.
You gonna let it rock?
I don't like it, and I'm bringing it up to the hall, the Congressional Hall later on. We all gonna have a top.
It is what it is. Like I rock with Dame. I'm rolling with Dame.
So you're not a Portland fan anymore.
Yes, I am.
You gotta throw all your Portland jogging suits away.
No, I don't. Listen, Dame was
Portland
loyal to
starter
us.
jacket.
Dame was loyal to us. So I'm rolling with Dame, but I'm still with us. If it comes down to Dame and us, I still want Portland. But
okay, so now let me ask you this: what if they're in a serious playoff battle?
I want us.
I want Portland over Dame.
I want Portland.
All right, so you're a Portland fan.
All day.
All right,
so we better not hear you say nothing about Dame. Dame's by itself.
You can't root for Dame.
Dame's like, I'm lonely.
I'm rocking with Milwaukee until they play Portland.
I mean, you got two cold ass towns to go through. I'm in Texas.
Listen,
I'm up there by the Alamo. I'm straight. I'm good to go. It's hot in Texas all year round. I mean, they get snow and whatnot, but I mean, it's a rarity. It's like a spectacle when there's snow out there. Now,
your years are over.
Here you go. Y'all years is over.
I'm not really a true Lakers fan.
You're there now.
I really can't
here's your get back.
Talk shit. I can't really talk shit, but we got a championship. 2021.
Man, that championship was given to you.
He's a coattail rider.
What was it? 2020 or 2021?
It was 21, I believe.
It was 2020. It was the bubble.
Okay.
It was the bubble.
Yeah, it was the bubble. But
so it's like asterisk.
It was definitely an asterisk by it.
Everybody competed.
They was like, let's give it to LeBron. He was like, give it to LeBron. And everybody was clapping.
No, but real shit. People do say it's an asterisk, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, it's basketball in somewhat of its truest form. You know what I mean? Because it's like you don't got no outside distractions. Everybody's in the same place. No crowd.
Who are you playing for?
Right. Yourself.
Normally you're hearing it all loud.
Right.
But you got loyal fans that love to show up every home game or away games for that matter.
But in the bubble, it was just you and the other team against you in the basketball.
And the refs.
You know what I mean? It was a more pure form of basketball to a certain extent without the crowd, but you still need that crowd to get there.
Definitely need that crowd.
It feel real.
It counted. It's all I'm saying. And
it was
we got a championship. When was the last time y'all got one?
It was a novelty.
When the last time either of y'all got one?
I'll put it to you like this.
Portland ever got one.
We got one.
When?
79.
Oh, okay. Then
it was the year you was born.
It don't count.
You didn't even know what was going on.
Right. I was born though.
I was at least one. I was like, them niggas suck. Like, you got knowing that. But back to your question, we won one.
When was the last time is what
I'm going to put it to you like this. The last time we won one was before y'all just won this one. How about that?
What, 25 years ago?
Wouldn't matter.
When was it?
09? Like 13 or something like that?
Oh, shit.
So, I mean, that doesn't matter.
It doesn't count.
It does count.
I mean, it counts, but it doesn't matter. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Because y'all won one like when Kobe was still playing with the Lakers. So I don't want to hear that jazz.
3. I wasn't a Lakers fan then.
I'm not giving Kobe 2 of those.
Why?
Because he had Shaq for 1.
Well, I mean, that's a team. It wasn't.
Matter of fact, he had Shaq for 2.
Right.
Them are Shaq's championships.
Like you're only giving Kobe 1 out of the 3 that he won with Shaq.
2.
Out of the 3 that he won with Shaq.
He won 2 he earned 2. But when you got the most dominant center in the game, you're not getting that shit, Kobe Bryant. I'm sorry. And I respect I respect the dead.
Let me just say this though. He won 2 more without Shaq. And Shaq only won 1 without him.
But he won it directly after he left.
Who?
Shaq did.
Yeah.
Shaq went to Miami and won it directly the very next year.
D-Wade, a young D-Wade.
Okay.
And carried the team.
Right.
But Shaq was an impact player.
That's what I'm talking about, Shaq. But I mean,
Kobe couldn't do that. It took Kobe like 10 years to get another championship, bro.
You're bugging.
It took him like 10 years to get another ship.
I mean, even if it was 10 years, he got another ship. He got another 2.
But you ain't the only one running.
He got another 2.
Here's the thing. What about how's Sacramento? in Philly?
I don't know. Philly's.
You don't remember that?
I don't
How's
remember
Cleveland?
anything.
He jumps around.
How's
I
Cleveland?
don't.
He's a basketball horse. Basketball
But that's
slut.
all right. That's all right.
I've been
I'm
rolling with the
following
Spurs since
player.
1991. Shout out to B-Bruh, Mo Harris. He put me on to David Robinson back in 1990.
But yeah, but back to that to the Lakers. Or yeah, you said you only give Kobe 2 chips. See, my thing is I would give Kobe, if we breaking them down like that, I'm giving Shaq 2. I'm giving Shaq 2. And then that last chip that they won, that was Kobe and Shaq.
Okay.
I'm giving Kobe half of that chip.
So you're giving him a half out of the 3.
Out of the 3.
Okay.
And then I'm giving, so Shaq got 2.5. And then I'm giving him them other 2 as his.
I agree.
So I give them both. They both got 2.5.
2.5.
And then Shaq got him an extra one. Shaq got him 3.5.
I'm giving Kobe 2 with Shaq
2 with Shaq.
and 2 without. Yeah, and the only reason I'm
Yeah.
doing that is because they had to double both of them,
Right.
but it started with Kobe. Like, I got to put 2 people on you.
Yeah,
So as soon as you collapse another person, I'm throwing it up to the big man. And he's coming down banging on your fucking head.
All right.
But I wasn't a Lakers fan then. You know
All
what
right.
I mean?
I'm glad you said
just
that
saying.
because right now I'm about to ask you the question of the decade.
Okay.
Who's better out of the 3? And I want a fucking answer. But I want that answer after you like, subscribe, and share at home. So if y'all ain't doing that shit, I ain't asking you shit. I'm just gonna sit here. Come on, fellas. Nah, I can't. Who do you think is better? LeBron, Kobe, or Mike?
Well, it's MJ all day.
Yeah. MJ.
But for what reason?
LeBron.
For what
and
reason?
Kobe. But
Cause he's Mike. He just had that something in him, that psychopath in him that just wouldn't let him fucking lose.
Right.
Probably the same thing that made him a bad person makes him makes him the greatest player ever. But he's probably not a great guy.
Who, Mike?
Yeah, I would never want to hang out with MJ because he's probably a fucking
So
asshole.
who would you hang out with?
Out of the probably LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron seems like the coolest guy to hang
Well,
out
because
with.
he's more your age, that's why.
Yeah, maybe, but he just seems like an alright. Yeah, he's like a cool dude.
He just doesn't want to wear a suit jacket with a pair of hard top
No,
shoes
I just don't
like
want him
Mike
talking
wears.
about my mom in front of me. Like that nigga Jordan would probably say something about my mom, and I'd be having to hit Jordan's knees like Nancy Kerrigan and shit. I'm like, I gotta hit this
Dude's
nigga.
gonna have a skate. He's gonna have
what's the sound it's gonna make when he clock them knees down?
like.
Right, and then I'm gonna be like the most hated person in the world for breaking MJ's knees and shit,
Right.
talking shit on me too much. But like I said, but Kobe seemed like he alright. But Kobe seemed like he'd be off to himself. I'd be trying to get Kobe. Like, come on, Kobe, let's go to the club. That nigga
I'm
like,
trying to shoot these hoops.
Right.
Man. I got a game tonight. Like,
like,
where?
alright, nigga, I'm cool then. What about you, Wax?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm rocking with LeBron. I'm hanging out.
You would.
But I feel like MJ is a better overall star than
Well,
LeBron.
then you
Not-
think
not
MJ's better.
physically, just mentally.
We're not saying
Mentally,
physically.
Dog.
We're saying who is a better representation of the GOAT,
MJ.
greatest of all
The
time.
original
So
MJ.
who are you picking as the greatest of all time?
MJ. And then
I would have to
LeBron. Even though Kobe got more championships, I just liked LeBron.
And I would go with that. Not off the fact that I like LeBron more. I just feel like as a player, would be my second pick. Like I think he would bring more to the table. Even though LeBron or Kobe's a better scorer, he has more tenacity and he's like a dog.
Right.
I feel like having LeBron, I can move him down to power forward if I need to.
Right.
He wouldn't be happy.
Right.
See,
But-
the thing with LeBron is he does the right thing sometimes when he should have just said fuck it and give me the rock like Kobe and Jordan had. They had that I'm a dog, I'm gonna bury your ass.
I don't care if we lose and I take this shot.
Right.
Blame it on
LeBron
me.
is gonna do the smart thing first, which always doesn't work out in his favor.
Right.
Because
You
we
know what I
expect
mean?
him to shoot that shit.
Yeah, because we're used to LeBron. To
Kobe.
Jordan and Kobe.
Yeah.
Right.
Like so, that's the only thing that separates them. You
Yeah,
know what
I would go with that. I would go with that order. Basically, because Kobe was kind of like a carbon copy of Mike, so he wasn't really original.
Right.
Like LeBron is an original art. You know what I mean? You you can't duplicate what he did. Just like you kind of can't duplicate what Mike did, even though Kobe tried his hardest to duplicate it.
Can you duplicate what Shaq did?
No, not at all.
So
there'll never be another.
Would
Shaq.
you consider him the most dominant player?
I would.
Ever?
Yeah.
I would.
Was it because of the circumstance? Meaning there was nobody more rougher than Shaq as far as guarding him wise? Because we can say the same thing for Wilt Chamberlain.
Listen,
when Wilt Chamberlain came in the league, he was the first 7-footer to enter basketball in America. Could have been overseas, but
I was about to say, man, they drafted people just to foul Shaq. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like they was drafting big guys just to give you 5 fouls. Like
that's why they drafted
different.
That's why they drafted Lamar or not Lamar Odom.
Look, you got him on the brain now.
What's Odom from
Greg
Odom? That's why Portland drafted Greg Odom.
Oh man, that was the biggest disappointment.
It was terrible, but they was trying to compete with Shaq. They had everybody was trying to find that. Everybody was trying to find
the recipe.
That recipe to stop Shaq, and that's why they drafted him instead of Kevin Durant, which I was pissed.
Did they know he had those knees the way that it was hitting for?
I guess they didn't.
They didn't take a trip to Ohio State and look at them records. Like, yeah, that boy's been doing knee spins.
Yeah, because he was down there acting crazy with them knees. But I wanted them to pick Kevin Durant. He probably would have left by now.
Oh, he'd have definitely left.
He'd have probably been,
He gave y'all some glory for a little bit.
Right. He came and made us look all right.
He did his thing in OKC.
He did too.
But I mean, Greg Oden was on a injury report every week.
Every year.
What I'm saying is, when Wilt came into the NBA, the guys were 6 foot. There weren't a lot of tall guys. Bill Russell was 6'9", 6'8".
Right.
He was the tallest guy that could compete with Wilt Chamberlain at the time. That's why he was able to put that 100 ball up there.
Right.
But you could almost say the same thing about Wilt Chamberlain
as you can
Shaq.
Kind of his time.
Of his time, because
but then we saw something totally different. We saw an animal ripping the hoop down.
Was it because he tore the hoop down? We looked at him as more of a dominant force. Yeah. Like, had Wilt been doing that? Because there was another guy that did that.
Yeah.
He was I want to say he was from Philly.
Dawkins.
Yeah.
Harold Dawkins.
Yeah.
But he wasn't Shaq. Shaq was just a different monster, man. Like he was big. He was as big as a human can possibly be. But on top of that, he was as nimble as a big person that at his size could possibly be. Like Shaq, Shaq can hit that damn court and you couldn't catch him.
I seen him push the rock down.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was that big and that nimble that Shaq was just unstoppable in his time. Like when he was out there, he was one of the most unstoppable players ever.
What Shaq would you draft?
Probably Lakers Shaq.
Okay. Lakers Shaq.
Okay.
I mean, that's when he put it all together. Because, like, in Orlando, he was doing the goddamn thing, but he was still young, learning the game. In L.A., it seemed like he figured that shit out and put it to proof. You know what I mean?
One-on-one, Shaq versus Kareem.
I'm going Shaq.
Fuck yeah.
I think Shaq eats Kareem's lunch, to be honest. And no disrespect to Kareem, because Kareem was an unstoppable force as his damn self, but...
Could Shaq guard Kareem? Could he guard a skyhook?
No.
Nobody could. I don't think that was an unstoppable shot, so...
Does Kareem score on Shaq?
Yeah, he does. But if it's make it, take it...
And I ain't talking about the old Kareem when his knees went bad. I'm talking about
Lou Alcindor.
Yeah, I'm talking about when they called him Louis.
Right.
When he had hair.
In Milwaukee.
Right.
Correct.
But if it's make it, take it, Kareem ain't getting the ball back.
At all.
Because
Shaq's gonna back him down and dunk on him.
Break that shit on him. You know what I mean?
Every time. But Kareem's probably gonna miss one or two of them sky hooks. And then it's a wrap for his ass.
That's a dope comparison, though. I do have to admit, I would love to see it.
Yeah, to me, they're 1 and 2. A lot of people will put Kareem ahead of Shaq because he was unstoppable in his own time. You know what I mean? But Shaq was just a different type of person, man.
So as far as impactful players, And
what do you say? What do you think? Who you think?
I agree. Shaq was just too dominant.
Right.
He was too dominant. I mean, Kareem would have got a couple shots off, but the moment he missed, Shaq would have took over.
Because the way he was doing your boy David,
He's
ugly.
We still got a ship out of it.
Oh my God!
Let me ask y'all this: Kareem versus Hakeem. Who gets that one on one?
Kareem.
I don't know, bro.
Kareem gets
Kareem, because that hook shot was untouchable.
Right.
It was ugly as hell, but that nobody could stop that shit.
Right.
He was a scoring.
And they're the same size.
No,
all the way around.
No, because Hakeem was only 6'10".
I'm saying physically, like
Right.
I'm saying weight.
Right. So it's no big advantage that.
No, because Shaq was.
You know what's dope about Hakeem though? He wasn't always a basketball player.
He
You know what I mean?
swam.
Soccer.
Yeah, soccer or some
Your
shit.
boy
but-
swam.
Yeah. That's
Who,
Tim.
Timmy.
Tim and the
Your
Tool
boy-
Man Taylor. Right?
Here you go, kid. Watch your step.
Your boy was a swimmer.
You're treading on Van Ice.
Your boy Timothaniel.
Easy. Leave him go. He served his purpose.
Nah, Tim was a beast, man. Tim was the best power forward ever.
So speaking of, we're gonna keep it basketball, but like impactful players. Do you feel like this trade for Lillard going to the Bucks is more impactful than Chris Paul going to the Warriors? And I'm gonna start with you, Wax, because Mr. Bias over here, he's gonna be like, anything Lillard, everything Lillard.
I think that's the better, choice though.
Lillard.
Do you feel like they didn't need Chris Paul over there?
They didn't. They didn't need him. But I mean, he brings, game to their team, but they already won how many without him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Opposed to Milwaukee, he's gonna breathe a certain.
Breath of fresh air.
I was just about to say
You know
that.
what I mean? You're gonna be throwing it up to Giannis, which is gonna be dope.
Yeah.
And when they start molding and going on their little tandem, that's gonna be dope to watch.
What about you, dude?
I think Lillard, but it's just Lillard has to learn how to be an actual real point guard, which he's never really had to do. He's been scoring all the time. He's been the only one.
He's been a scorer.
Right. He's got to go from being the best player on his team to the second best player on the team and learn how to make
The adjustments.
Learn how to let Antetokounmpo be better. Hopefully he can make it. And they're taking a little bit of a loss on defense, so he's gonna have to learn how to step that up too. But as far as that, I do think it. But I don't even know where Chris Paul really fits in with the Warriors.
Right. It's like an odd choice to, like, if he went to Spurs even.
Right.
It'd make more sense.
Right. And I don't know if I think he's starting too. So
That's crazy. I was about to say he should come off the bench. If anything.
I think
Who's he starting over?
I don't know. Probably they might have moved Clay to the 3.
Ooh.
And he's probably running point, and then Steph is gonna.
2.
But they'll probably bounce it off each other.
Right.
Right.
I mean, that wouldn't look ugly.
Right. No, I mean, because Chris
That'd be
Paul's
kinda
not
dangerous.
Yeah, Chris Paul's not trash.
Nah, he's not trash.
You know what I mean?
He's
But he's
cursed.
old. Yeah,
he's cursed.
He just gets, when they need him in the playoffs, he ain't gonna be around.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you, like, keeping it hoops, do you think Zion's gonna bounce back? And then Zion Williams?
I hope so. I don't know if he will or not. If he gotta stay off of them beignets.
You think they'll trade him if he doesn't?
Yeah, I think they will eventually trade him because I don't think he wants to be down there. Mm-hmm. So eventually they'll probably trade him by the trade deadline. I think. I don't know where. I don't know who would take him.
We would.
That would be a good pickup.
That'd be kind of dope.
Trade him for Wemby.
No. Hell no.
That's bullshit.
And I'm a Duke fan. And that's on the record. Fuck North Carolina.
Fuck Duke.
I had to say that because I knew it was coming.
You better believe it was
I
coming.
always hated Duke, but
Yeah, I've been a Duke fan since '91, man. Grant Hill. Shout out to Grant Hill and his bad knees. And the fact that he had felines out that was dope as hell.
I hated y'all, man. Christian Laettner. I hated Christian Laettner and Bobby Hurley, man.
You see me turn around and shoot that shot.
Because I was I like UNLV and Michigan, and like they just did both of us in.
Yeah.
My
But you gotta understand, UNLV had a solid squad. LJ with the part down the middle, Plastic Man, Tracy Ogden. They had
Greg Anthony, Anderson Hunt. They had a nice squad.
Then you go over to Michigan, they had the Fab Five. What wasn't crazy about them cats?
Right.
But let me just shit on y'all's parade. North Carolina had the illest niggas to ever come up and play basketball, period. But go ahead and finish y'all's little
I mean, that could be the point.
Not why they was there.
But James, I'll go on record saying James Worthy looks like a deacon. How about that?
But he was nasty.
So what?
Nasty.
He's always looked like a
Michael
deacon.
Jordan coming out of
And James Worthy looks like Standoff Martin.
Case closed. It's over.
Kenny Smith.
Kenny was alright, but fuck.
Nah, Kenny was decent. Who else y'all had? Jameson.
We have Vince Carter.
Man, worry about Joakim Noel. Worry about him.
For what?
I'm just saying. I'm just spouting out tall cats that I think that'll fight from Duke. Worry about Battier. Worry about him. Worry about Shanathan.
I know you're just pulling names out your ass.
I am.
Because they was all soft as fucking muffins.
But they ended up having a fantastic NBA career. So shout out to the Duke Blue Devils and Coach K for being the most winningest coach in college basketball.
They're garbage.
Can y'all say that?
They're garbage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Coach K. Coach K. Shout out to Coach K. He definitely had them boys, you know what I mean, on a different level for way too long. I'm glad that he's gone and they're back to where the hell they're supposed to be.
That's it. Y'all hate so good. I promise you. I promise you, y'all hate good.
Fuck, dude.
I mean, y'all can't help but to hate. So, I wish, and this is from the bottom of my heart, I hope both of y'all outlive everybody that you love and live to be 145 years old apiece.
All right.
I do. I don't want to wish anything bad on y'all because I love y'all, but I just hope that y'all see many a generation come and go, and that y'all still be here, like Captain America. Like I hope y'all still young, strapping men. I don't want y'all to age either. No.
Like the 8 Mile, not 8 Miles, like the Green Mile.
Yeah, I want y'all to be young, strapping young men.
What about the Green 8 Mile?
Right. He was like John Jarvis, John Cold Coffee.
They call me Rabbit.
Cold coffee.
He was up here snapping, but nah, man, fuck both of y'all for hating on Duke.
Of course I'm going to hate on Duke. They're our rivals.
I know.
I'm a Tar Heel fan to the death, basketball.
And the only reason why I'm letting you say any of that is because y'all did have a fantastic squad throughout the years, and y'all did give us hell. And on Coach K's way out, y'all gave him a loss. So fuck y'all.
Hey, it is what it is.
That's bullshit.
Let's go.
All right, y'all. Listen, we came, we saw, we delivered. We want to just thank everybody out there for tuning in. We're going to come back, fellas. Same time, same location, new material. Peace.
Peace.